where I answer questions whether or not I would this or that. If I would rather this or that, I guess. And then see if people agree or disagree with me. And so far, I feel like a lot of people disagree with the choices that I've made, or at least that I've chose differently than a lot of people. But yeah, let's get started. So, would you rather always run, always crawl? I think crawl. If you always ran, you would get tired all the time. So let's see. Really? You would get so tired if you ran always. Oh, well, maybe and if you always ran, your body will get used to it. But still, oh my God, I would dive. I'm not in shape for that. So no, no. Would you rather have grown up without a father or have grown up without a mother? I can't answer that. I've refused to answer that. I especially because I this is real very close to reality. Not really. My father died when I was in my early 20s, so I actually refuse to. I can't. This is the first question I refuse to answer, but this is I can't make a choice here. I would want both of them. It's so I'm just gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. Would you rather be a racist or a sexist? I think I had this one before, and I think I'd rather be a racist, um, because there are more women than there are people of other colors. No, actually, I guess there's equally. Maybe be a sexist, racist. This is I'm gonna choose sexist. I guess people agree with me. I couldn't. Don't know why I would choose that. It just seems like the right thing to do. I can't explain this one. Um, but I would rather not be either. But this one was a little easier. The previous one with the without a father or mother, that would be. I don't know why, but that was the hardest one to choose, especially since my father died when I was young. So that would. I just couldn't answer that one. This one was a little more easier, I guess. Although I would not choose either. But yeah, let's continue. Would you rather get B's and C's at an Ivy League school or get A's at a standard university? Well, I don't give a shit about the Ivy League thing, so let's do that. And most people would agree with me. I know Ivy League, that's just. I mean, that shouldn't say anything. Oh, you went to that university, but you didn't get good grades, but you went to that university, so that means a lot. No, it shouldn't. The grades itself shouldn't matter that much either. It's because people. It's not about the grades. It's about how good you are at what you do or how well you do. I don't know. Let's continue. Would you rather never be able to compliment or never be able to complain? I'm gonna do that one. I think I had this one before, and my reasoning behind this is if you can't complain, never be able to wait. Yeah, if you can never be able to complain, then you can never say there's a hair in my soup. You can never say that people are being too noisy or that someone is standing a little bit too close to you. I mean, yeah, if complimenting is, but I feel like I don't really compliment that much in real life anyway. Not because I don't feel like complimenting, but if people know you well enough, then complimenting is not necessary. They know. They know. But complaining is always necessary. And your cigarette smoke is bothering me. Yeah. So I would rather never be able to compliment because complaining can save your life almost, or it can save your health. Uh, You can if you never was been able to complain, then you would easily get stressed because you could not say if something was bothering you, because that's complaining about something. So yeah. Next. Would you rather be a mall cop or be a prison guard? I would rather be none of the above. Mall cop seems like a really shitty job. Prison guard, well, I guess I could be the one that sets the example of being actually a good guy, because I feel like you always hear about prison guards being total dicks. So I would rather be a prison guard. Why would why would you ever wanna be a mall cop? I saw that movie. Blah blah Mall Cop. It was one of the shittiest movies I've ever seen. And I don't want that. I don't. No, no, sir. Would you rather be an excellent singer or be a superb writer? I feel like we've had a lot of these before. I would want to be a superb writer. I would rather. I mean, I don't mind singing. I can sing a little bit, but I would rather be a good writer, to be honest. I guess people wouldn't. With the writing, I mean, it doesn't say what kind of writer you are. You could be like a journalist. You could write articles that would change people's lives and people's minds. I mean, you don't really do that with being a singer. Next, let's see. Would you rather be hung by a noose or be decapitated by a guillotine? Well, that depends. How am I being hung? Because there are different ways. There's the lynching style, where you basically are pulled up into the tree. That's a long and painful way to die. Then there's the gallows, where your neck breaks if you're lucky, and then you die instantly. But there is a chance, even with the gallows, that you will be strangled. So I think the death by guillotine seems like the best one. And people agree with me. Nice. Would you rather your partner have a homosexual affair or your partner have a heterosexual affair? I don't really give a shit. Actually, I do. I didn't think this one through before I said I wouldn't give a shit. But if my partner, which would be a woman, would have a homosexual affair, that would be with another woman, and in a way that would not really be a competitor to me. Then it would just be she wanted to try the other sex. If it was a heterosexual affair, that would mean there would be another man, and that would be a complete competitor to me. I mean, this might be as well, but this would be she was tired of me or whatever. This might be wanted to try something new. At least I would still be the only man, and no matter what, it would be having an affair. So I think actually this one, and no, it's not because I get turned on by lesbians and stuff like that. I don't really do, to be honest. I know a lot of men do. Oh my God, she's with a woman. Oh, yeah, I don't see that. But I think that one, people agree. Let's see. Would you rather be Would you rather know for sure who killed JFK? That's the government. Know for sure what happened to Amelia Earhart? She crashed. Well, to be honest, this one, not if, it was the government. There's too much proof for it not to be. At least there's people in high power that were involved, and I think if this would be able to change a lot of power, at least, or at least a lot of trust to a lot of people and organizations. If, for instance, the CIA were involved, they would be looked frowned upon more than they are already, and other organizations as well. People will learn not to trust the government as much as they do if it turns out that a lot of governmental groups were involved with this, and I think that's a good thing because you should not blindly trust your government. This one, yeah, I guess this would be interesting too, but what we get out of this is basically just the knowledge. Both of them, you would get knowledge, but with this, you get to rattle some cages. Or whatever it's called. I don't know. Let's see. Really? I don't get it. Why? I mean, it would be interesting, but didn't they find her plane or something? I think they found parts of her plane already, so this one is already kinda known. This one isn't. Because no, it was not Lee Harvey Oswald that shot, at least not all of the shots. That would be close to impossible. Close to impossible. So, there were governmental interference, and a lot of evidence proves to it as well. I'm not a conspiracy theorist and stuff like that, but there is a lot of things that just don't add up. So, yeah. Watch the movie JFK, based on a real trial. Just watching that would show you that there are something going on. This is a plane crash. It's not like she flew into the Bermuda Triangle and just disappeared. She crashed. It's not that big of a mystery. Not saying that it's not tragic, and yes, it would be interesting, but this one has so much more, what went on. So, I don't get it. Let's go. Let's see. Would you rather absolutely reek of armpits for the rest of your life or lose your sense of smell completely? Oh, this would be me reeking? Well, I don't mind that smell that much, and I think, and it doesn't say reek of sweat, reek of armpits. I mean, yeah, right now my armpits actually smell okay, and I don't mind natural smelling humans. I would rather prefer natural smelling humans than standing behind someone who seems to have bathed in perfume. That's just not nice. So that one. Lucius, are you serious? Problem is, if you lose your smell completely, a lot of taste disappears too. Because a lot of taste isn't. 81% would rather lose their sense completely. Absolutely reek of armpits for the rest of your life. That's not really. I guess a lot of people are so. I don't know. It's not really that bad of a smell. An armpit doesn't necessarily smell bad. Oh, people are fucking shallow. Lose your smell? That's not a good thing. Guys, that's horrible. You won't be able to smell if there's a gas leak. You won't be able to smell a lot of good things, and like I said, a lot of taste is actually in the smell. Jesus Christ. This is reek of. It doesn't say reek of sweaty armpits. It says reek of armpits. It's not that bad, guys. Jesus. Wow. Would you rather be a heavy smoker or be a heavy drinker? I'd rather be a heavy drinker. You die more easily from being a heavy smoker than a heavy drinker, I guess. You could take liver damage, but I mean, in this way, you would damage your lungs. You would always smell of alcohol. I was about to say this makes you smell of alcohol, I guess. But yeah, you'd always smell. You would bother other people with your cigarette smoke and stuff like that. I think this would also be more expensive if you're a heavy smoker. Cigarettes are fucking expensive these days. Heavy drinker, you could buy like the cheap beer and stuff like that, and being a heavy drinker makes you more social. It doesn't say that you're a mean drunk, and there are a lot of people that don't want to hang out with people who smoke, but more people would hang out with people that drink, and I guess people agree with me on this one. Would you rather have extreme narcolepsy, so I would fall asleep anywhere, or have a bad case of Tourette's? This one could damage me. This one could damage me too if I say the wrong thing to the wrong people, but yeah, that one. This was actually a 50-50. Extreme narcolepsy can be extremely dangerous. Narcolepsy is like, yeah, where you fall asleep, right? Yeah, it is. I mean, if you fall asleep while driving or walking downstairs or upstairs, this could be dangerous. This, I guess, is just. I don't know much about Tourette's, but you won't just fall asleep randomly. At least, I think there's. I thought that there would be more here, to be honest. Okay, let's do a few more, like 2 or 3 more, maybe 4. Would you rather live in a giant peach or live in a giant shoe? Well, I would rather live in a giant peach. I like that movie. What's it called? Blah Blah and his giant peach. I can't remember what it was called. I saw it many years ago. It's an interesting movie. And most people agree. And this is from something else. I don't know what. Would you rather see how or what created civilization? How or what created civilization? What is this, an alien thing? I mean, man created civilization through the history, and this is not. The problem with this one is that this is not just one moment. This is not a few years. These are centuries, even of history. This could be over in a very shortly. So this would be, I don't know. You can't say this is when civilization was created. You can kind of say this, and also I think this one would be more interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Would you rather speak everything in surround sound or have your own entrance theme when you walk in a room? That one. I mean, come on. That would just be fucking cool. This would just be annoying. Especially if you're in really small rooms. Let's do 2 more. 3 more. Let's do 3 more. Would you rather be a character on Lost or be a character on Heroes? Well, I love Lost more than Heroes, but with Heroes, I'll have superpowers, so I'm gonna be on Heroes. I like Lost. It's one of my favorite shows. Heroes, I have tried to watch the 3rd season multiple times, but it's not good. The first season of Heroes were amazing. The second was good. The third was just like, no. And I haven't seen the 4th, and the new one I haven't either. Okay, 1 more. 2 more. Jesus Christ, I'm not good at this. If you could go back in time and sign the Declaration of Independence, would you rather sign your real name, sign using I'm signing a real name. If I could be on the fucking Declaration of Independence? That's a stupid question. Why would you do that? Maybe 39% are morons. That's stupid. I mean, you could have your name on a very, very important paper, and then you'd rather write something stupid? That seems dumb. Would you rather have a university named after you, have a sports team? Doubt this one. Knowledge is better than sports, in my opinion. This is more important. And I'm not into sports, so I don't really give a shit about that. Would you rather I want to be a Sith. Fuck the Jedis. Oh, what's happening? What? Have you looked at the Jedis? They look like monks and priests and stuff like that. The Siths are so much cooler looking. Darth Vader, Darth Maul, other people. Jesus. I've lost count on when we're stopping. We're just gonna go a little more. Would you rather be covered in feathers or be covered in fur? Well, can I fly? Probably not. I guess fur then. At least, no, then I'll be fucking sweated all the time. Feathers. No, you would be warm all the time. I mean, in summertime you'd just sweat and it's fur. You can't just take it off. With the feathers, you kind of, it's a more breezy. Jesus. And maybe you can learn to fly if you have feathers. Would you rather have to sleep 3 hours every day? I have to. This one. This is almost real life. I sleep a little more, but not that much. But 15 hours? That would be a waste of your life. Wow. Well, more people want to sleep 3 hours than 15 hours, but I'm surprised that many people want to sleep 15 hours. It's every day. You're wasting your life away. I would rather not sleep at all if I had the option of that. And could survive, at least. That's what I meant. Okay, would you rather be smart and always be ignored, or be dumb and always be listened to? Well, this is fucking dangerous. This is a lot of people right now. Be dumb and be always listened to. I mean, Donald Trump, George W. Bush, they fall into this category. And that's very, very dangerous. So, that one. And more people agrees. Good. I'm fucking glad. Would rather have a personal chef or a personal masseuse? Well, I like cooking, so that's one. Really? I can cook. I like cooking. I like making food. And this would be so much more awesome. It's just like, my back. And you can get like a back rub. I don't know. Yeah. That's. Would you rather eat Lay's potato chips or eat Pringles? I don't fucking know. This one? Okay. I don't read either. So, Jesus. Would rather be stung repeatedly by a Japanese hornet or be bitten once by a black... I think I've had this one. You can survive being bitten once by a black widow spider if you get to the doctor. This is repeatedly. I don't know what a Japanese hornet is, but I'm guessing it's poison or something. And this would be painful because it's repeatedly. So this one. A black widow has enough poison to kill an infant, but not an adult human being. I mean, if you don't get it checked out, if you don't get to the doctor, yes, then you can die. But there's a high survivability rate. Would you rather speak every language except the language of the country you're currently in, or speak only the language of the country you're in, but know the meaning of every single word in that language? This question is kind of weird. You're currently in. Does that mean what I'm currently in now, or just in general? If I'm in the country, I don't speak it? Because if that's the case, I would be able to speak every language in the world except Danish. So that's the way I'm going to read it on this. I can speak Danish but know every word. I'm going to do that one. Really? You could speak every fucking language in the world except one. I guess maybe it's because a lot of Americans play this, and English is the most spoken. Still. If I was English speaking, I would rather you'd know so many languages. That would be amazing. What is wrong with people? Maybe they're reading it differently than I am. Maybe it is they're reading it the way that currently in means whatever country you're currently in at the time. But that's not how I read it. Would you rather be credited with inventing an invention of the wheel? Oh, I did that one before. No! Fuck being credited for making the internet. If I made the wheel, think about it, that would be so awesome. Hey, I made the wheel. Or I invented fire. Jesus Christ, that's so much more cool. I like the internet, but I don't. But it's so, and I would use the internet more than I use wheels. But it would be so much more cool to say at a party that I invented the wheel. I mean, that would be awesome. Okay, two more. Because I'm losing my voice. Would you rather fight Jackie Chan or fight Jet Li? I would rather fight Jackie Chan. I would die both probably. But fighting Jackie Chan, that would mean a show. Because he's more of a showmanship, while Jet Li is more classic fighting kind of thing. And more people agreed. I don't know the reason for it, but I think I can scroll down, but I don't can. And well, I know I can scroll down. There's comments down here, but I can't be bothered. Would you rather be attractive but get punched in the face every morning or be ugly? I don't want to be Again, people are so fucking shallow. They would rather be attractive but get punched in the face every single morning than be ugly. Jesus Christ, you can still be beautiful on the inside. Sometimes I hate the human race. Anyway, I think this is it for now. I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.